He told ABC in an interview today that he is determined to continue to tackle health care reform with Congress. Take a listen to this.
The one thing I'm clear about is that I'd rather be a really good one-term president than a mediocre two-term president.
Went on to say he continues to fight. Charles.
Well, there's a third option he didn't consider, which is that he could be a mediocre one-term president, and that's what he's been thus far in his first year. And because mediocrity does not usually encourage the electorate to re-elect you, that might account for being a one-termer. I think what's even more astonishing than the result in Massachusetts last week was the Democrats' response over the weekend of how they understood the election. It was a marvel of obliviousness, obtuseness, and unbelievably condescending arrogance. We heard the president say that the reason that they suffered in Massachusetts is because he's been so busy doing all this good stuff for the American people, he hasn't had a chance to go out there and to communicate the shared values. This guy's been on the tube more than Regis. There's a guy who's given more interviews, press conferences, and speeches than any president's the first year in history. There's a guy who gave 29 speeches on health care. Then Gibbs is asked on the Fox News Sunday about the agenda that Brown had laid out in winning the Massachusetts race. Very specific, including, he didn't say, I'm uneasy about the health care proposal, I'm going to reform it or improve it. He said, I'm going to oppose it and I'm going to kill it. Gibbs says, well, that's not the reason that the people voted as they did in Massachusetts. They were angry against the banks. I mean, this is unbelievable. Explain to me how anger against the banks translates into a vote against Obamacare, particularly since if anybody had the bank issue, it was Coakley, who was for the bank tax. Brown actually opposed it.
And this negotiation with Republicans, is that a starter?
I think it's a non-starter. The Republicans are not going to want to save the bacon of the Obama administration, and the Obama administration, particularly the left in the party, is not going to want a negotiation with the Republicans. That's going to have to include tort reform. That's going to be absolutely a requirement. And you think the Democrats are going to oppose and defy the trial lawyers? I think not.
Well, if they could get health care, they would.
As confident as you
health care, I doubt it.
As confident as you were that health care reform was going to pass, are you shocked that we are sitting here in this position right now?
Well, in the absence of an earthquake in Massachusetts, in an unexpected election result, yes, it would have passed. It was saved at the last minute. I don't see a way in which the Democrats can actually recoup and pass anything resembling what now exists in the Senate or the House.
Agree?